just gon' quit. So if you got a fire, don't lose it. If you gotta do or die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the closed minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change you. You were born to be. Getting back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
Well, life's got a lot of sticks and stones, and a blade that'll cut you to the bone. But if you're doing what you love and it kills you, well, you can live with that all day long. So if you got a fire, don't lose it. If you gotta do or die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on and prove it. Don't let nobody clip you away.
My ears have been so itchy lately.
Keep on the blinders, tune out the doubters, and all the
I gotta get like trying to. I think there's something in there. I'm trying to get it out. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I was here last week too. We've just been doing a little bit less streaming as the holidays come around. Darker weather, you know. Let's check out what's going on in the markets. Huh? Getting back up.
She was sitting at a full top with a few of her friends, working off the work week, a couple drinks in. When that jukebox dime finally hit Paradise City, screaming every word like it was 87.
It's freezing. I'm on a VPN. That's why. That's why. Yeah, that's better. Okay, sweet. Okay. Let's look at the market. Let's look at the Nasdaq. I want to see if we can trade the Let's see if we trade the Nasdaq here. So Nasdaq monthly close. That's a great monthly close. We want to check out all the monthly candles here today. Some more swing trading style stuff. Let's look. Weekly, beautiful. Like last week was so freaking good. This momentum, I told you guys like a week ago that this day, once we gained this level again, we're coming for new highs, okay? So we want to be a bull, right? We're coming for new highs, right? Why? Because we gained the level back. We've tested this. We've tested this. We've tested this swing high, right? And this is the all-time high. So we're coming for the all-time high. Everything is tested. So all you want to do is be a bull. Today was bullish, right? So what we can do is let's look for some trades. Is it just me or viewership gone down? I think viewership's gone down. I heard something about like live stream viewerships have been going down overall. I'm gonna be taking a long off this probably. Let's see. Let's see with a 4 hour. Wait. Four hour close at 10? No. 3 hours left on this. No, I should have just closed. Did daylight savings fuck something? $7 a.m. 11 a.m. Oh, it's because fucking market closes. I'm an idiot. Like old money. Okay. So here's the deal, boys. Fucking sick gains. Of course we went up there. They're rejecting off that level, of course. Okay. So where is it going to come back down to? Let's find it. Like old money. Old money. Like old money. They failed this, right? They might come down pretty deep, actually. This might short all the way down for the rest of the day. Got a heart of gold. She got bought like old money. We'll watch the reactions because there's no major level that really plays well here. Watch reaction. Let's look at other things too. Get a quick reading on the markets. December 1st. So let's look at gold. Monthly on gold. Monthly is fine. Weekly also closed. Weekly is fine. What did we tell you? We told you, I think, on gold that gold was going to be coming back up to this, right? Like, all the predictions we made are coming true exactly, okay? Bitcoin, we told you Bitcoin was going to come down, of course, right? And that came true, right? So let's look at the monthly on Bitcoin too. Right? So what Bitcoin tells me right now is there's a lot of momentum to the downside, but they did fail to lose this level, which means that they're going to be coming back up. But the momentum is still there. So I think they might swing the next low and come down to 70 to 75, right? If I had to guess, probably come down here before going back up. All within the same month, okay? They could be buying it off this level too, right? So there's a decent level right there. But with Bitcoin right now, you just want to be scaling and you just want to keep buying, right? There's no reason to trade Bitcoin because you make shitloads not trading. You just buy, right? So we'll just keep buying. If it goes even deeper, we'll buy more down here. And then if it happens to go to this area, right? 50 to 46k, right? That area, if it happens to get down there, we literally bet our fucking limbs. We bet our entire family's inheritance forever. This is the area that you want to buy for sure. Okay. Below this level and at the yearly level. Master getting absolutely destroyed. Master's probably going to go down to this level here. 130. Nice. Bye-bye. Scale into that. Yeah. VIX. I have a question. Do we need to analyze multiple time frames for intraday trading? Yes. Well, you don't need to, but do you want to make money? That's the question, right? Here's the thing. If you want to trade the easiest possible, if you want to be the most profitable for the least amount of skill, what you do is you look at the monthly only, right? And then you just trade the monthly and weekly, I suppose, right? The faster you trade, the lower your time frame, the more difficult it is because you have to look at everything above it as well, right? You don't have to, but like you don't have to be right either. So day trading is the most difficult thing you can do.
What happened to Maven's Trustpilot profile?
Why is my chat log's messed up? I think it's bugging. 1 second. I need to open up Kick here. What happened to Maven's Trustpilot? Trustpilot is a scam, so we shut it down. Now we are the #1 ranked plumbing company in Antarctica. Show you the Trustpilot. Yeah. Plumbing supply store in Antarctica. I think we changed our location to Antarctica, yeah. Look. So the thing is basically what's happening with Trustpilot is they've completely lost control of their company, and it's a complete scam of a company now run by AI, right? So you're getting fake reviews being sent to, like, it's all firms being affected by this. This Trustpilot will shut down, right? If you want to know the real reviews, here you go. FIFO is the new one, right? We just transferred our reviews, basically. This is the new company that people are going to be using because it's actually managed correctly. Trustpilot will shut down because it's a piece of shit. My chat log's not working. Open it up here. Isn't that funny? Fucking plumbing supply store. Maven Trading, the #1 plumbing supply store in Antarctica. It's just like all of the reviews are fake. You know, like not that we faked them, but like there's just bots coming in like pushing reviews. Like trader reviews are getting deleted. It's just random. Like it's inaccurate data now. So it's a company that you shouldn't be using. You should not trust Trustpilot, ironically. I gotta tell you something funny right now. Like, if I wanted to, I could shut down another firm's Trustpilot. All you have to do is buy reviews, and then send them to another company, right? Blue, and then what's going to happen is their website, it'll look like this. They get shut down. Fake reviews. All you have to do to shut down a company's reviews is buy fake reviews for them, and then it'll shut them down. Like, there is no moderation. There's no due diligence in anything. They just fucking ran. Everything is just AI now. They completely offboarded their company to AI. Sham. I should have traded today. Holy, this would have been really nice, actually. Just long anything. Long anytime. This is going to come down deeper. Maven makes his own path. Yeah, AI is really, you know, I guess there's benefits, but right now AI is retarded. Like, realistically, like it's AI is smarter than the average human now. Do you know that? Like, significantly smarter than the average human. AI has like an intelligence of like 140 now, which is interesting because it actually makes more sense on paper to use. Oh fuck yeah! I gotta pay rent. Fucking December 1st. I gotta go get cash. I forgot about rent. It's rent day. Okay. It makes more sense on paper to just hire AI because it's smarter than human and you don't have to pay it. Right? Which makes it crazy because now AI is just going to do everything, including building AI. Right? Like like a 140 IQ is like top 1% of humans, right? So like, how much is my rent? Like $4,000. My rent's pretty cheap for what I have. I have a really low rent price, and I know a lot of you are gonna say $4,000 is very high. $4,000 is very cheap for rent. I do not pay myself very much. I live paycheck to paycheck, plus a little bit for savings. Come on in, Silas. Come on, buddy. You cold? What? Meow meow. Hey bear. I think this is just gonna come down, but I don't really want to bet on it. Where's top step? Top step. Let's continue this one. I think I got a new one. Combine. Nice. Okay, let's look at Edge Finder too. Let's trade for the rent with the $1 million maybe. NASDAQ is. Wow, the NASDAQ is no longer bullish on the. And every night. Yeah. NASDAQ is no longer bullish, eh? So they got, let's look at, I think there's some news this morning. Yeah. Consumer sentiment. Why traders care. Financial confidence is leading indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for economic activity. So the consumer sentiment is going down. Okay. Every day and then inflation. Percentage of consumers that expect the price of goods and services to change. Actual is greater than the forecast. Is good for the currency. Well, there's no forecast, so inflation expectations. Looks like it. So I have this here. Inflation data. Okay. Anyways, okay, I guess consumer sentiment's going down. It's Probably where this retail sentiment comes from. Why is the crowd bullish, though? The crowd's bullish. That's odd. But I guess consumers aren't traders. Two different groups. You're very super rich always. You're probably referring to my rent price. My rent, I'm gonna tell you, $4,000 for rent is super cheap. Super cheap. The average rent, I guess not super cheap, but the average rent price where I live is $3,000 for a 1-bedroom. I have a 3-bedroom and I'm paying $4,000. For someone who owns a fucking 8-figure company, I'm living like an average person. You know what I mean? I get paid a normal average salary and spend normal average expenses for my city, right? Yeah, we're making like tens of millions of dollars, right? That's an average salary in Canada. So Canadian average salary is like 60K, I think. 60. So here's the thing. You can see my screen properly. Wait. I'll break down so you guys can kind of understand. Like, obviously, your place rent is $60. Yeah, but you probably live in Nigeria, honestly, right? And let's be honest. Nigeria is very cheap, right? Or you live on some other subsect of cheap country, right? Under the cheap country realm, right? You live some subsect under that, right? Canada is a very expensive country, right? For what you get, basically, right? So the average salary in Canada is like roughly 60K. I don't know the exact number, but roughly 60K Canadian, right? We're gonna talk in Canadian dollars. And then the average person, like the obviously I live a bit better than the average. I do not want to live like an average person because the average person here lives in fucking poverty. The average, I think, what is the? Let me just say something here. So what you do, and then you make 60K, and then 40% of that goes to taxes, right? So the average person is only making 36K after tax, roughly, right? And then there's extra like taxes and whatnot in there, right? So is the poverty line in Canada or in Vancouver. Look, the poverty line is 58K. So the average person in my area is impoverished. Right? So when we're looking at like what people actually spend here, you got 36K, right, to actually like spendable amount of money, right? The average 1-bedroom is $3,000, but most likely they're getting a 2-bedroom for that price, right? And then they're splitting it. So most people are spending probably like $1,500, right? So times that by 12, right? So your rent takes up like 60% of your expenses, 50% of your expenses. I think is that times 2? Times 2. Yeah, 50%. Pretty much rent is 50%, right? Yeah, I can reduce this. It's too big, eh? There we go. I'm just like trying to like put reference for you can kind of understand, right? So then you got 18K, right? This is what normal people sort of spend, right? 18K, right? And then what else do you spend on? I guess you might have a car payments, car, gas, whatever. Food. So we'll take like for food, You know, for food, you might spend 1,000 a month, right? Food's pretty expensive. Plus, like car might be like 500 or something, right? Times that by 12, right? That's all your money. So you can see how that's like the poverty line. Like poverty line is barely getting by. So it's like literally exactly all of your money, right? Car payment, food, rent. You have no money for anything else. You can't afford clothes. Sorry. you got to stop eating if you want to afford clothes for a month. Yeah, average salary is only $120. So you literally have the exact same setup, right? If your rent is $60 and your average salary is $120, 50% of it goes to rent. It's the exact same as Canada. Right? Pretty much everywhere, like 50% of your income goes to rent, right? Okay, let's look at the charts again. Yeah, it's going down. I'd love to see if we can take a scalp, but so I think yeah, gold looks nice here. Gold looks nice there, I think. So the idea on gold was we were going to push up to where? A little bit higher, maybe? I think gold's coming up even higher. I think it'll come up here, but where's that weekly level? There we go. Gold should push for one more, right? Failed to make those lows. Or maybe take a sneaky little long on gold, maybe. Maybe take a sneaky little long on gold. GC.
Order filled.
Wow, that sounded weird. Should push up, right? Looks pretty solid. 30-minute just closed. I'm happy with that. The longs on gold is fine right now, honestly. I got a Maven account here too, so let's put some gold on. Maybe it was smaller. Gold, 1 minute. I don't want to see that. No, wrong thing. I didn't take long on gold, and we'll do a giveaway. Why not? Okay. Okay, let that go, baby. We'll run a giveaway too. Should we do a spinner? I'm gonna do a spinner this time. Plus gold to enter the giveaway.
Are you selling or buying?
Dude, do you listen? What does long mean, bro? My gosh. You got to listen. All right, 10K 3-step. That's what you're spinning for. All right? 10K 3-step. Sound like a feminine Elon Musk. Huh? What am I trading? I trade gold, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. The three pillars of trading. Oops. The Illuminati of trading. Dong. Oh, that'd be a pretty cool like emoji, right? The eye between the triangle. You got... They all connect too. You got Bitcoin, and it's connected to the tech and the gold because it's digital gold, right? And then you got the gold because it's the opposite of the tech. I don't know. Let's spin the wheel. Fuck it. Anish, there you go, bro. You want an account. What's going on with this? Oh. There we go. You want it bigger? Yeah. Zoom in a bit more. There. I think that's decent. I think that's decent sizing, right? So if you guys want free accounts, like share this with your buddies too, because I think we lost a lot of viewership, right? You can get free accounts just by watching the stream on Kick, right? You just collect points and then buy accounts, right? Yeah, I mean, gold looks fine. Let's look at NASDAQ again. Yeah, NASDAQ came down. It's kind of what we were expecting, right? NASDAQ come back down to somewhere. We just don't know where it's going to stop, really. Like, I'd take a long on the NASDAQ, maybe down here. I don't know. But you got that level right there. What was that? Was that anything? Here's this pass through, right? But it's kind of like nothing, really. Nothing super important. Maybe they're taking this. That's what they're doing.
You need to be here, live consistently here on schedule.
I need to be live on schedule. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I stopped doing it for a couple weeks and whatnot, so. Honestly, like the best time for me to stream is like market open. But then it's like fuck. I'm like now that the days are short. Like I don't even wake up until 7:30, and market's already been open for an hour, right? I'd have to wake up an hour and a half earlier just to be on for 6:30, right? Gold's coming up a bit. What do we think is going to happen on Bitcoin here the next day or two, right? If this fails today, that'd be nice. And then that could actually be the bottom right there. They could have just, people could have just panic sold on the monthly close and then come back up. I love seeing when like people like zoom into like the 5 minute and they think fucking
Why not light a
destruction.
fire behind you?
Light a fire behind me? Like my fireplace? Or do you want me to light my ass on fire? Gold's coming up now. You guys always ask for gold trading, hey? There you go. Here's some profits on gold. Yeah, the fireplace. Yeah, is it? Can you see it? You can, yeah. I don't know. It's perfectly warm right now. Silas loves. Can you see him on there? Where? You see Silas sitting there? Or is he right here? Bing, bing, bing. He's got his own chair. That's his favorite spot now because I put a pair of my pants on a chair and then he's by the fire. Right, Silas? Bye-bye. Silas. All he does is sit there all day. Now that it's cold, he doesn't want to go outside. He's such a baby, dude. He didn't go outside at all. Silas. What time is it? 11:30 a.m. Yeah, dog. Nice. Bro, I wish I was a freaking hot chick crypto influencer. Look at this. All she does is like fucking great. It's so easy to get views. 70k views to just like fucking be hot on the one post. Like she doesn't provide any value. She's just hot. That's all. And then she shills her projects, right? This is how you get rich. You just be hot. Be hot and then scam your audience by shilling them garbage coins. Look, that's her cycle. Look. Here's my garbage coins and here's my ass. Right? Boom. 90k views. And then boom. You obviously are going to get more views on your ass, right? Because nobody gives a fuck about these coins, but you know, they'll do it. They'll do it because they trust you now, right? Back and forth. Coins, ass. Boom. Nice. It's a nice ass. Right? Coins, ass. Coins, ass. That's the schedule. Okay, ass, coins. Backwards this time. Fucking sick, eh? Good work. Good work being useful. I'm so jealous though. Like that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm mad. Because I'm so
asked for investment advice.
I'm so jealous that I am not that hot chick, you know? Because life would be beautiful. I wouldn't even have to work on myself. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even have to be like a good member of society. I wouldn't even have to like improve my like psyche or like be like calm or competent in any sense. I could just get people to do everything for me. It's the dream, dude. That's why everyone freaking changes their gender to woman. Because it's easier. Yeah, Maven Shorts.
You
yeah,
can do it though.
We do. Yeah, yeah. We write storylines, proper footage, create proper content, innovate the content theme, right? The content world, only to get half the views.
Use the thong picture and then promote Maven.
Yeah, just gotta fucking bait people into fucking. You know what? Like, this motherfucker, Jack Doherty, like, he's a terrible fucking asshole, but he did it right. He just, like, exploited hot chicks, right? He's like, oh, what makes money? Hot chicks, right? So I'll just, like, hire hot chicks and then take their money. Like, he's the new age pimp. He is literally a pimp. He's in jail now, too. Because he's a fucking drug addict or something. Yeah, here you go. YouTube star. Wait, can you see it here? YouTube star arrested in Miami for drug charges. Controlled substance of possession of marijuana and resisting an officer without violence. I want to know what drug. I think I heard that he does Adderall. I think it's he probably had a bunch of Adderall or something. What's going on with this gold trade, bro? What the fuck? Is NASDAQ coming up yet? Yeah. Where does this blow? Blows on those lows, eh? Okay. We'll see if it can go up for a new high. Can you share tips on DMC? Yeah, dog. Okay, first of all. Okay, I gotta make my camera smaller too. I think it's too big. There you go. Right? I think the camera was too big. Okay. Anyways, first of all, what is DMC? DMC is dumb money concepts. It's all you do is if you gain a level, so you can see, or lose a level, right? So you can see here, we lost this level. It will then go to the next level, right? So the next level down was right there. Now, that can't really help you too much when you're only using one time frame, okay? But it'd be incredibly useful when you're using higher time frames, okay? Because when we look at a higher time frame, we can get really good entries knowing the direction, right? So for today on the NASDAQ, for example, right? What do we see? Well, we see failure. Oh, so, and I forgot to say something, is if you fail to gain or lose a level, which means go past it and then close back within, right? So a wick, right? It means it will go in the reverse direction. So you see here on the open, right? That 4 hour closed, it failed to make a low, so it must go here, right? So we knew for the day that it was going to go to the next level up, right? After failing this level, okay? So we know the direction of the day, right? And that's all you need to know is, hey, it's going to the next level. So literally all you do then is you go here, you drop it down, and then you look for somewhere to enter, right? So that candle close would have been, here, right? It would have been here. So what you do is you look for somewhere to enter, right? And then you would shoot for that level, okay? So where would you have entered? Well, anywhere on a pullback here, right? You can see there's a solid wick here. So maybe you would have entered here. Maybe you would have entered on this gain and the pullback here. So even if, for example, you entered here, right? Even if you entered like here, like not a great entry, right? Let's say it's not a great entry. You could target those highs, right? And you could put your stop, right? Way back here, kind of loose, okay? And it's not the best R setup, but you know it's coming here, right? So as long as like crazy shit doesn't happen, right? Or you could have put it here, right? Below that wick after we gained, right? That's why I don't really use stops, because they're more like a mental thing, right? Like if I'm getting like closes that are telling me that I should be in the other direction, then I'll exit it manually, right? Like I don't really like what's going on in the gold like right this second, but the reality is you know, nothing's really changed, right? Like, I don't like that it's going against me, obviously, but what we're looking at right now is, hey, we failed to lose these levels, so all they're doing right now is filling more orders, right? So we're in a long here. We know that it's going to go for a new high, right? And even, like, it's the end of the day, so we only need to go here, right? So, you know, in theory, this is our idea, right? And then we'll just watch it, right? So that's all it is, right? You can see where my target is, somewhere just above, right? And these 15-minute candles don't really matter, right? Because they're just noise. So you want to enter on these pullbacks because you can just change the trend pretty easily on the 15-minute. You can't change the trend very easily on the 4-hour, right? The trend is pretty fucking obviously bullish here, right? Is there gold futures? Yes, this is gold futures. GC. There's futures for everything, pretty much. That's the thing with, like, so people like to play structure, okay? So a lot of people might say, hey, dumb money concepts is just supply and support and resistance, or structure breaks. And yes, it pretty much is. It's just a slightly different way of looking at it, right? That makes a bit more sense to me, okay? Now, why does structure breaks not work and dumb monies does work, right? Well, it's pretty much because you're looking at the higher time frame, okay? Like, if you get turned around by a structure break on the 15, you're a retard, right? You're not a retard. You just have fucking poor dopamine control, okay? Is this Bitcoin? This is gold. If a 15-minute candle breaking structure to the downside matters to you, you know what I mean? Like you're over trading. You have fucking no emotional control, and you don't know how to keep calm, right? This does not matter. What you look at is these higher time frame ones, right? You get the bigger picture. Now, obviously, if you're getting in and out in fucking 10 minutes, then the 4-hour is too long of a time frame, right? So you have to find, like, the sweet spot. So for day trading, you generally want to be looking at the hourly and ish candles, right? And your weekly and monthly candles don't matter too much, but they can give you a sense of the overall direction. So overall, weekly and monthly, like, it's pretty bullish here. Daily, we gained, right? So we should be continuing, right? And then you're looking at these hours and still kind of gaining, right? And the 4-hour failed to lose that level, so it should shoot for the new high, right? You know? Great picture here for gold to be bullish. Now, if it's not, who cares, right? Just fucking get a new prop account. Fucking $50, bro. Why do DMC use lines instead of zone? You can use zone if you want. I use zones. It's all the same, bro. Like, you can use a zone if you want to. There's like, I'll use zones all the time. If there's two lines close together, that's a zone, right? It's the same thing. You're gonna gamble all your points. Yeah, you should. Yeah, and then hopefully you can win an account. And then, so here's the thing, like, what you can do is your drawdown. So here's the thing. If you want to trade with zones, you could just use your drawdown as a zone. So have your first entry wherever it is, right? And then add to it in your drawdown, right? And then what I would do, so I would never add more than 3 times, right? So you could do 1 at your entry, 1 at a 50%, and then 1 at your actual stop loss, right? So, you know, an example here might be, you know, I want to have 1 entry here. So adding at your stop loss is fucking ingenious, and I'll tell you why, right? So you have 1 here, you'll add 1 here maybe, right? And then you'll add 1 at your stop loss. And why at your stop loss, right? Because this is 0 risk, right? Because this is where you want to get out also, right? This is your invalidation. But you don't close out automatically on the stop loss, because so often it'll wick stop losses and then go, right? So what you do is you wait for a close beyond there, right? If that's where your stop loss is. So in theory, on average, this is 0 risk. It will never cost you anything to trade this. This is 100% profit all the time. Okay? And actually, if you want to take it one step further, if you want to trade with 0 risk all of the time, okay? What you do is you look at your trades, right? And then instead of entering here, you enter here. Okay? Now, mind you, you're going to miss a lot of trades. But when you get these ones, it'll be 0 risk. And then just wait for the close. Right? So if it loses the level, right, just exit, right? And then you lost a little bit. You lost like the difference here, right? But if it gains it, well, boom, you've just got a fucking sick entry. You've got the best entry ever. And now you have a 0 risk trade. Because you can just, if it gains it, just put your fucking, just move your stop loss to break even immediately. 0 risk.
We
right?
need more ICT rage bait.
We need more ICT rage bait. Well, this is literally like, okay, ICT rage bait of the exact same thing I just said. Okay, here's a strategy to fuck over the ICT traders. Let's get a clip or something here, right? We're gonna see this. Okay, I need to look for an FEG or a. This actually might make sense with ICT stuff. This actually might make sense with ICT. I wonder if we can. So here's a strategy. The liquidity sweep stuff of ICT, right? This is literally what I was just saying, right? Is what you could do is literally just enter wherever your stop loss is, right? So here's a lot of traders do is they see these break of structures. Okay, so it broke structure to the upside, right? So a lot of people will just long and be like, "Wait, fuck." Everyone wanted to be long today, right? Everyone wanted to be long. They knew it was going to be long, so they entered long somewhere in here, right? And they put their stop below the low, okay? Here's what I'm advising you to do. Fucking do that, enter, but instead of stopping out, double down at your stop loss, okay? And then if it wicks up, holy shit, you just got this super good trade with 0 risk, right? Because your stop loss is literally like you're not going to have a stop loss. You're just going to close it out if it doesn't. If it doesn't wick up, you close it, right? And then you'll lose like a little bit, right? Maybe just like fucking barely anything. Like this would be the trade, right? If it doesn't wick up, you just exit, okay? But instead, now you've got this fucking wild 50x trade. You know what I mean? 50R trade. And this is why R is retarded, because it makes no sense. Where this trade would have been like 3R, right? FEG really... So FEG is just another term for a level. That's all it is, right? So here's an FVG, but it's just a level, right? So everything, this is a level also, right? This is a level also. It's all the same. It's all the exact same thing. It's just a level with a lot more distance between the other two levels, right? That's all it is. There's no difference. It's the exact same thing, really. Okay, let's see if gold comes up now that we got the last hour here. Is it just coming? It's coming up a bit. That's what we want to see, the failure, right? So here's the thing. Look, literally exactly what I'm saying is, hey, we know we want it to be long. This is what people were doing, okay? Longing here, right? Like I did. What we do, and we can literally do it right now too, is we could just add to it, right? Buy.
Order filled.
We'll add to it, right? On it, like we didn't get the exact stop loss, right? But like we'll add to it here, right? Let's say this is where we added to it on our stop loss, right? This is now a zero risk trade. Now we didn't do it perfectly, right? Zero risk trade, but you get fucking 30R, right? 30R now, right? Like I might just fucking, if this goes down, like obviously we're gonna blow the account, but we'll see, right? Like it's not exactly zero risk, but in theory, on average, it's a zero risk setup if you entered right here, right? Because that's where your stop loss would have been, right? Does it make sense to you guys? Bitcoin's having a small rally. Does not look like it, bro. This is insignificant and useless. Okay. Any individual day is a complete waste of time to look at, honestly. For like what's going to happen. Even weeks are kind of useless, but daily candles and below, anything below the daily is pretty much useless actually. For determining what's going to happen. Okay. Okay. It is coming up, gold. You think it's going to 120K? I don't think so. Here's Bitcoin. It's coming down, by the way. Right, like the immediate move is down. Okay. This is the level. You're coming down to 71K next, right? They are trying to hold this. They might bounce between here a bit. But I think they're coming down to 70K. Yeah, and then I wonder, what would that be as a drop? Yeah, that'd be a good bottom for the. I don't think we're gonna get the exact same style of bear market that we've had in Bitcoin anymore. Like this is the style of bear market we're looking at now, right? Is these sort of things, right? Until there's like a global economic thing, I don't think we're getting this shit again. I don't think we're getting the multi-year bear markets. I think like this was a bear market, right? So we're probably going to get a larger version of this in essence, right? Come back down here, piddle around and go, right? Will you invest if Bitcoin comes to 50K? I'm already invested in Bitcoin, right? I'm already adding. I'm adding here, and I will fucking bet my limbs down here, okay? But realistically, if you're buying with an average of 70 to 80, somewhere in the zone, you're in a really good position, right? Because the next move up is 150, 160, right? And that's double your money. And that's what you want to look for, right? The key to getting rich, bro, is like how quickly can you double your money, okay? Because you know, you got like 10K, right? Like anyone in where I live, like this is a normal amount of money. Like 10K is, you can save up 10K no problem. Like how many times do you have to double 10K in order to get rich, okay? Well, $1 million is right. We'll call $1 million rich, right? So times that by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? You gotta do 10 doubles to make $1 million, okay? And you don't obviously you want to do it in things that are low, like you won't go bust off of, right? Like Bitcoin. So if you do that 10 times, let's see. How quickly could you do it in theory, right? Look, okay, let's say we started in 2020, okay? Doubled our money, and then we double our money and take it out. This you could have this as an investing strategy, okay? Start here, right? Double your money and take it out. Let's just do it, okay? Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend, okay? So we invested at 10K, we took it out 20, boom, doubled our money, right there. You missed this move, who cares, right? You wait for the pullback, okay? So that's 1. Do this. 2, doubled your money, take it out, okay? You wait for a pullback again, right? This level's already been, you already bought this before, right? 20K, take it out at 40, boom, doubled your money again. That's 3 doubles, right? Here, wait for the pullback. 50K, double. That's 5, right? That's 5 times now in 5 years. You can double your money every year. That's pretty fucking good, right? Now, once again, you buy here, next year, double it. That's 6 times. You're nearly rich in 6 years, right? Strategy, bro. If you can double your money once a year, you'll be a millionaire in a decade, which, boom, go ahead and retire now. Like y'all are shooting for like these fucking, like you're trying to make like 100x, which is just retarded. Just double your money. Double your money once a year. That's reasonable. I can only get 1,500, right? Yeah. That's all we want now. Let's look at gold again. What if you have no money to double? Well, go get a job, bro. Like, what if fucking retarded questions, bro? Go get some money then. Oh, what if I have no skills? Fucking learn some skills. What if I am retarded? Well, too bad for you. Break it down even further. What if I don't have 10K? Fucking use less. It's not possible unless I'm rich already. Fuck you. I went to 10 million. Start with 20K to 1 million with Bitcoin in 6 years. Yeah, there you go. What if I have no money to double? So obviously a little bit of rejection right here because that was untested. So hopefully we can gain it. Only seven doubles for. Is it only 7 doubles? Did I do the math wrong? Anyways, if it's 7 doubles, is it 7 doubles? Well, then it takes you 6 years to do it. You would have been, if you started in 2020 and it only required 7 doubles, you'd be a millionaire by now. If all you shot for was double. If that's all, like you didn't, like, here's the thing. You didn't even have to get the tops at all. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you do not have to go for these moonshots. You just pull out when you double every time. Right? It's kind of fucking genius, right? Is it not fucking genius? This is your retirement plan. 6 years to retire. Just buy Bitcoin whenever there's a pullback. Look, okay, here's how do we define a pullback? Let's say a pullback is what, 40% maybe? 40% down? Every time it drops 40%, you buy it. Okay? So here's some. You buy here, and then you'd have to buy again, right? You'd have to DCA. You double down. So you put two. Put two bets, right? So 10K and 10K again, right? Something like that, right? So maybe you'd have like 20K here. So, but then you pull it out, boom, doubled, right? And then the next one would go, boom, doubled, right? So you just doubled twice, right, in that move, right? And then you do it again. See what I'm saying? Here, pullback. What was this pullback? Fucking 35%? You might have maybe gotten in. I don't know. Wait for a pullback, 30, 40%, something like that, and then buy. Look. Pullback right now. 30, 40%, right? Fucking buy. Fucking buy. And if it goes down more, buy again. And then just pull out whenever you double. Gold going back down, bro. Okay, gamble your points, bro. Let's see. Gamble your points away. I don't like that it's coming back down. That's not, no, that's nice. Hopefully they buy it right there. That'd be the level, right? Ooh, gold actually literally just chopped this entire day, didn't it? For the New York. You'd still obviously want to be a bull here, though. Like, fucking super obviously want to be a bull right now. Right? That wick was solid, too, right? Yeah. One of my friends wants to go to the gym with me, but I never paid for my contract at that gym, so I think I owe them $1,000 because I just bounced out of my contract, and I don't think I can go to that gym with her. A contract for a gym is so retarded. Like, I'm going to agree to 3 years of paying. This makes no sense. What kind of scam is that, dude? Like, fitness scam? Like, that's the thing with gyms, is like they prey on your thought that you're actually going to be a motivated person for the next 3 years. No, you're fat and ugly and you hate yourself, and it's January, so you think you need to lose some weight. So I'm going to sign a 3-year contract because that way in 3 years I will be fit and healthy. No, you're going to fucking stop after a month, and then you're going to be obligated to pay your contract. Now, the reason I stopped going was because they were charging me $100 a month, bro. $100 a month to lift up some fucking weight. I do that every time I get up my ass, bro. Boom. Weightlifting. Look, 200 pounds I'm lifting back and forth for free. I don't need fucking rocks. Pay $100 to pick up some rocks. You know what? You know what I did is I bought fucking weight equipment. Look. I got rocks now. You can just lift weights at home, bro. I spent $100, the amount I was paying for every month, for a bench press, some dumbbells, and like a bar, like another dumbbell bar thing, right? For $100. That's enough. That's all you need. For the same amount that I was paying for the whole gym. Why do I need the whole gym? I can walk outside. I don't need a treadmill. I can do push-ups. I can do bench. I can do all these things. You just do slightly different. I don't need a fucking Smith machine to like guide my asshole down and butt fuck me while I'm fucking squatting. Make sure I'm in line, sinking up my asshole to the ground. I don't need that shit, dude. Just lift up rocks. Let's go, gold! Fucking rejecting, bro. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Oh, I don't like that one. That's pretty shitty. That's a pretty shitty wick there. Let's see. It might wick back up. Might wick back up. Let's go. CTGO has been pumping. Yeah, I think we got some in there. A little bit. A few bucks. This will go up with both gold and oh, not bad actually. This will go up with both gold and the U.S. economy. I am cautious right now to be overly invested in anything. Just because I am preparing for Armageddon. Not necessarily like war, but like XRP. I want to own some of this. Do I own some of this? Yeah, I do. I want to buy more. XRP. What's this one? Do I want to buy this one? I don't think I can. I buy this one? No, I can't. BitW, can I buy this one? I want to just see what it does here. I've got a bunch of Bitcoin and no, I can't buy that one either. Okay. Okay. But I can do XRP, right? This is a new XRP contract that if you want to trade in the New York Stock Exchange, this is literally like a few days old, right? Oh, nice. They dumped like real deep here. Okay, good. But like XRP, it'll match XRP, right? So if you're trading XRP, boom, right? Came down, right? Is it $2? Holy, yeah. Like XRP, this is a really good graph, right? Really good graph. Look at that. Failing these lows. So anywhere in here is a really good buy right now. And just hold forever sort of thing. XRP will do well for long term. Everything's just kind of dumping right now, but it's fine, bro. It's just fine. Everything is fine. Overall, crypto looks fine. I just think it'll come down a little bit more. And then right back up. Did they gain it? They did. Nice. Okay. Oh, do I have much margin? I do not have much margin. I took out all my money from this. What do we have? Master. Master's just wrecking. Do we have QQQ still? Nice. CGGO. Okay. Bitcoin. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm happy with those positions. Literally just long, gold companies, like metal companies basically, lithium and sodium ion, and then long crypto shit basically. That's it. And long the Nasdaq. That's literally the long-term positions right now. Okay, I guess I'm not going to the gym. I can't get into that gym. I'm not allowed in. Bling, bling, bling. What's up, Burn? Good to see you. Bling, 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 bling. You see all that money? Bling, 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 bling. My place here, register fee is $17. Monthly is $7. $7 for the gym, bro. Again, I think you live in like cheap land, so. Do betting on live stream? What kind of betting? Wait, so somebody says here, do betting on live stream. Right? What do you want me to bet on? Like this is what we're doing. We're betting on gold right now, no? Right? Like what you want me to do, like slots or something? Or like meme coins? Or like you want me to do sports betting? Right? Like I don't know what more betting there is to do. I have a fucking amazing idea for like fucking amazing, like unreal idea that I cannot really share with you. I have an amazing idea. I don't know if I can say anything. I really want to do this. It's like fucking trading without waiting. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to wait. You just scroll. Does it make any sense? I don't want to say much about it. It's a fucking sick idea I just literally came up with like an hour ago. There's like the hardest part about trading is the patience, bro. You know what I mean? So like what if you don't have to be patient anymore? You know what I mean? Let me see if I can sign up for this thing. The girl wants me to see if I can fucking still sign up anyways. Claim my guest pass. I'm just gonna do a different email maybe. And a fake Just gonna give a. I'm just gonna give fake email. Just giving all fake information. She wants to go at like 1:30. Let's see here. Right now. 2:30. Okay, this is getting boring, bro. Should we close it out? Or is it gonna rip? Just wondering if this is going to range. Does this at the end of the day a lot, eh? Range day. Yeah, we'll see. If this 5 minute doesn't gain, then we'll just close it out. That'll be our determining factor. I think I got to get going actually anyways, so. I think I might call it, honestly. I think I'm going to close it out. It's not doing what we want, so we might as well just get out, right? It's not fast enough. We're going to close it all out. 100, 200 bucks, whatever it was. I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's the question here? Last question. Do you use session timing to trade? No, it doesn't matter. Session timing is literally just for volume. That's it. Doesn't matter. No crying in the casino. Right, okay, take it easy, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I should try to get a schedule, but we'll probably go back on like a steady schedule come January. Like December is going to be a bit slower and groggier and whatnot. So I'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.